Good morning, gang. Happy Thursday morning. Okay, one of the things about prepping, one of the reasons we do it, is so we can live through whatever chaos happens, right? If the power goes out, we've got backups. If the grocery stores all close, we've got backups. If martial law is declared and we get into chaos, meaning a war of some sort, we've got something to protect ourselves with. And a lot of talk comes into the economic side, rightfully, okay, and how we protect ourselves. And the funny part is it's happening right in front of us, and yet there's still a lot of people that don't do anything about it. Oh, I can't afford to do that or whatever. And I get it. Okay, budget's tight for everybody, including us. All right. But you have to look at something in particular. The dollar's dying. Whether or not you care to believe it, it is. Okay. It's funny. Last night, 1:30 in the morning, it always happens in the middle of the night, too. One of the smoke detectors in the house decides to start chirping, which of course wakes everybody up. And the dogs obviously are not happy about it. So it's 1:30 in the morning. Mrs. P and I are standing under each one, to wait the 2 minutes for it to chirp again to see if that's the right one. And we find which one it is and, simple change of battery again. But now I'm awake for a little bit. So I figured, okay, I'm just going to look and see what's going on in the overseas markets real quick. And, of course, find the Nikkei, the Japanese Dow, for all intents and purposes, was down 580 some odd points. Okay. And so, look real quick, what's the reason for it? A strengthening yen, a declining dollar. Okay. All the talk everywhere. Everybody's so excited about it. The Fed's going to cut rates. The Fed's going to cut rates. People are thrilled about, that's going to bring mortgage rates down or car loan notes down. It's going to bring the value of the dollar down too. Okay. So just give you this. Yeah, it's going to take more dollars to buy whatever goods you want. The dollar continues to get weaker and weaker and weaker. We're down around 97 on the dollar index again. Fed cuts rates will easily be down in the 96s. So you hear, me included, telling people all the time to buy silver, buy crypto, whatever, something else. I want you to think about it this way. You aren't buying silver. You aren't buying gold. You aren't buying Bitcoin or Ethereum or any one of the other 15 million coins out there. Okay. You're selling your dollars while they still have value. That's literally what you're doing. You are preparing yourself by doing that for the collapse of the dollar. Y'all know the story. Go back 100 years, and the dollar has lost 99% of its value. 1% to go, guys, and then the dollar's worthless. That's it. Okay. You need to have something else. Something with tangible value. Now, people say beans, bullets, Band-Aids. Not that I'm going to disagree with you there. But you're not going to pay your electric bill in 45 ACP. Just not going to happen. So you got to have something else. The question came up on Tuesday night, should we be buying silver here? Right? It's getting expensive. It's up $38 an ounce or so. Or should we be buying gold? Let's look at it this way. Gold is near an all-time high. Bitcoin hit an all-time high overnight, since backed off a little bit. Ethereum set an all-time high, Silver, barring 2 times of market manipulation, is pretty close. I mean, granted, the market manipulation got it up to 50. It's at 38. Take those out, and we're there. So what are you looking at? What do I buy? Honestly, it doesn't matter, because they're all priced along the same lines. Silver is a little cheap right now. Still about 8%, about 8% undervalued right now, if you go on the normal 80-to-1 gold to silver ratio. If I'm looking at anything, it's probably silver. Okay. I know there's plenty of people that will say the dollar's going to make it. Please send me your crystal ball. I'd love to play with it for a day or two, because there's plenty of currencies in the world that haven't. Try spending Deutschmarks, French francs, Swiss francs. Oh, I don't know, Italian lira. Try spending any of those. Try spending, I don't know, Venezuelan money or Lebanon money or Zimbabwe and Rhodesia money. They all went bye-bye. Okay. But we're the world reserve currency until we're not. Okay. We all get into this sense of normalcy that it's always going to be that way. No, it's not. Okay. Remember, just a few weeks ago, all the hoopla. Congress and the president passed the Genius Act, the Stablecoin Act, right? Okay. Does no benefit for you and me. The banks love it. The government loves it. It's maybe on a track to a CBDC. Okay. But why do the banks love it? Let me ask you this. Do you have an interest-bearing checking account? Some people do. I mean, it probably doesn't pay you much, maybe 1/10, 0.2%, but it pays you a couple of pennies, right? Well, with stablecoin, you don't get paid any interest, but the bank gets paid a good amount because they're backed by treasuries. So while the bank holds your stablecoin, they're collecting the interest from the treasuries. Don't think they're going to give it back to you. Stablecoins don't pay interest. Have you gone to the bank lately? Let's say you've gone to the ATM. You've gone to the ATM lately. Look at the ATM machine. The limit you can take out on a lot of them is $200, maybe $250. I remember when it was $500 or more that you could take out of an ATM. Now it's $200. There isn't the cash. Tried to go into the bank lately and take a withdrawal. Yeah, maybe if you're asking for a few $100s or something, it's not that difficult. Try go asking for a couple of $1,000. Try go cashing your paycheck, assuming you've got a 4-digit paycheck, and see what the bank says. We don't have enough money on hand. Fractional reserve banking, y'all have heard of that, right? This isn't just a U.S. thing either. Try cashing your paycheck in Canada. Try taking money out in Canada. Oops, sorry, we don't have any money to give you. Or if they do, you've got to go through the Spanish Inquisition to get it. Well, what do you need the money for? What are you taking out for? What are you going to spend it for? None of your business. Oh, well, then we can't give you the money. You have to tell us. Really? Since when? Okay. You're going to make me jump through 1,000,001 hoops to take my money out of your bank. Got an idea? You're going to have me make all this paperwork? Give me all my money out of the bank. Good idea. All right. I've said to you guys many times, 6 months worth of cash in the house to pay the bills is a smart idea. Yes, I know somebody said, if your house burns down, cash isn't insured, you don't earn any interest on it. Yeah, I get it, okay? But how good's it doing you if you can't access it anyway? Think that's bad? There was a story a month or two back. In Australia, granted, it's Western Australia, so it's not the populated side because 99% of the population of Australia lives right on the east coast of Australia. But in Western Australia, the one bank that was left in a town, what was it, Coonabarabra, I think, the one bank announced they're closing this year. The next closest bank is 500 miles away. Good luck getting cash. Good luck going to the store if you ain't doing it digitally. They'll probably take a check. They'll take the cash, no question. Good luck eventually getting change because they'll ship it off to the bank 500 miles away to deposit, and then they don't have change the next day. They'll take your debit card or your credit card, but very soon, no cash. You can't get any cash. Think about that coming to us. I've said many times, watch what happens in Europe. Wait till it comes here. Many times we've seen it. Australia ain't any different. When you're going to test something, you don't test it in New York City and say, oh, you know what? We're just going to shut down all the cash in New York City and see how it goes. Nah, they don't do that. They'll test it in some remote area, work out all the kinks, and then roll it out to other places. It's coming, guys. We have to prep for it. The banks, the Fed, the government is hell-bent on a digital currency. They give us all the bullshit of how, oh, it's more convenient, it's faster, it'll be easier for you. You know, no chances of a store getting robbed or you getting pickpocketed or, right? These are the things you hear. But there's still the chance of me getting hacked. Gee, I don't know. That just happened to me. Okay. Fortunately, I didn't get into any of my accounts. There's always the chance of the power going out, whether at my house or at the bank or at the store I'm trying to buy something. You know, there's always the problem of you borrowed $20 from your buddy and you want to give him $20 back. Well, the only way to do it is now you got to go to Venmo or PayPal or something like this to do it, you know, and inevitably, you know it's coming. They're going to add fees. People go, oh no, peer-to-peer, you know, person-to-person, family and friends, they don't add any fees. Now. Anybody remember, this goes back 20, 25 years, net zero? You know, when the internet was just coming out and AOL was $9.95 a month or whatever it was, net zero, the internet should be free, and with net zero, it'll always be free. Any of you getting free internet? Any of you ever heard of net zero lately? No, because things change. They disappear. And our lifestyle is to be ahead of the curve. Get ahead of the curve. Even if it's buying, if you will, selling fiat. I'll use that. I hate saying buying silver because it's not what you're doing. You're converting your money to something real. Even if it's selling fiat to acquire constitutional silver, that's worth it because that'll have value. Even if it's only, I've got $100 in the bank as my savings account, my emergency fund. That's all I've got. Okay. I get it. Maybe, yeah, you keep that in cash. Again, 6 months worth of bills in greenbacks. I get it. That's prudent. Okay. Because you got to prepare for the fact that you don't know when this is going to finally happen. It may be 6 months. It may be 6 years from now. You don't know. So you got to prep for both sides of it. But start converting on your terms, not theirs. Because when they tell you, Well, everybody's got to buy US dollar coin. That's the only way you can spend it. No. There's quite a few states already that have already said they'll take gold and silver as legal tender. Okay? Maybe you spend it that way. Maybe the store will take the crypto that you want to own, not the one they tell you to own. Personally, I don't like being controlled by anybody. Certainly not a corrupt criminal government and a Fed that doesn't know its ass from a hole in the ground. We've got some of the stupidest people in this country running the place. Think I'm kidding? Jasmine Crockett, AOC, Adam Schiff, Jerry Nadler. I mean, come on, Maxine Waters, Macy Hirono. I mean, collectively they might have 2 or 3 brain cells. And they're the ones making this decision. Because, gee, to get the U.S. back on a solid financial footing, the expert I want to listen to is Elizabeth Warren, right? Pinball out.